Hello, good afternoon. Welcome everybody to this special pitch session. If you could put on your headphones, please. That's how you're going to best hear us. I think this is the most crowded I have seen this room in 2 days, which is a good sign. So, how is everybody doing? Energy levels still good? It's 4 p.m. Yes? Okay, cool. I'm going to be your maître d'ambiance for today. My name's Nick, and I'm also co-founder of Changemaker Exchange, which is all about finding the next generation of young social entrepreneurs, some of whom I'm seeing here. This special session, co-hosted with LVMH, is all about one of the key themes of Change Now, the circular economy, taking center stage in our fight against climate change and against overconsumption. Today, we have a jury of experts from LVMH who are going to choose together their coup de cœur, their favorite of the solutions, but all of them are going to get the chance to connect and network after this session. Each of the solutions are going to have 3 minutes to pitch, 180 seconds. After that, you're going to hear a gong in your ears, and I will come in and rudely cut the person if they haven't finished. I hope that's clear. We'd love to hear first of all then from the jury, and if you would like to pass the microphone along. Super quick, short, sharp, one-sentence description of who you are, and then on to the next person, please.
Hello everybody,
We have the microphone on the front. Should be on now. Try now.
Hello? Yeah. Okay. Hello everybody, so I'm Nadia Bouteille, I'm a research project manager in LVMH Research.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexandre Capelli, I'm the Deputy Director for the Environment for LVMH.
Hi everybody, I'm Christelle Cap-Dupuis, I'm Sustainable Development Director for Louis Vuitton.
Hi everybody, nice to be here today. I'm Alex Rioux, working at SG Ventures as a VC investor.
Hi everyone, I'm Anne Garance, partner in charge of sustainability services, KPMG France.
Hi everyone, Caroline Philippe, I work for Family Impact Fund.
Awesome, thank you so much. You can keep that for now. We have a microphone here. I think we're ready for the first solution. I already heard from a couple of the pitchers that there are some nerves and it's quite an exciting moment. So I want you to help them, first of all, by giving a super warm and enthusiastic welcome. In 1 second, not yet. The first one is the really innovative zero waste solution helping stores sell liquid products. This is Jean Bouteille. Big warm welcome to the stage.
Thank you.
3 minutes.
Thank you everyone for being here. So Jean Bouteille is a small company of 35 people. We are in 35 different countries right now with about 6 million euros turnover. And we are looking for solutions to consume liquid product without generating trash. So we do it for with our own products that we sell into small shops, into organic shops or supermarkets. But we do it also for brands that have product packed so they can have their product sold in bulk in a reusable container. The idea is to limit the carbon footprint of the consumption of liquid and the plastic footprint of the consumption of liquid. For that, we accompany different brands so they can organize their products, their supply chain, and the way they sell, so they can achieve the same goal, is to propose their good product, to propose their marketing, to propose their spirit, but avoiding the trash that they had to generate with a single-use plastic. I really believe that we can have a different way that single-use pre-packed product. Single-use pre-packed product is very, very convenient. It's very, very easy for quality department, for marketing department, for financial control department, because you can organize everything around a single pack. But that single pack has a lot of impact that we don't see directly. That's why we believe reuse is the key, and reuse associating with bulk is the easiest way to do it worldwide. Tomorrow, we want to go in more channel than supermarket or organic shop. We want to go also to restaurants and hostel. There is so much to do with a breakfast table where we have to take a small jam jar that we trash after 5 seconds usage. There is the first consumer of the mustard package that you take in a self-service is the trash, because people take 3 of them, use 2 of them, and 1 go to the trash. It doesn't make sense anymore to do it. So we want to find solution to avoid this wastage and to reduce the carbon footprint and the plastic wastage. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, so next up we have a profitable carbon capture and utilization solution. This is Aeroborn. Welcome. Your time to shine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Man Yong To. I'm the CEO and founder of Aeroborn. Aeroborn is a Dutch Aeroborn is a Dutch carbon capture and utilization company. And what we do is we develop technologies to capture CO2 and turn it into useful products. And our mission is to turn gigatons of waste into products. And we have a plan to get there. First of all, our technology has been developed in the past 10 years, and it has now come to a point where we can very delicately and very granularly define the carbon that comes out of our process. So just to give you a picture, we take CO2 out of exhaust pipes or out of the skies, and we transform it into all sorts of products. The first product market that we're tackling is the largest solid carbon market, and that's the carbon black market. Thank you. Carbon black is production is a very dirty process, and what it delivers is a product that anything that you see in the world that is black is carbon black. But mostly it's actually used for tires, inks, and all sorts of coatings. And the process is actually very carbon polluting. It's made by burning crude oil, and our processes only use CO2. And this allows for the creation of high performance, carbon negative, high value carbon black products. The good thing is that our technology is very unique. It's been patented. Our patent has just been granted. And it's a technology that is very scalable. Currently, we're working with very large cement companies, French cement companies, and very large tire companies, to make sure that the CO2 that we take in goes through our process and delivers actually the product that the big carbon black buyers need. So our business model is we build factories next to existing factories that are cost less energy and are there to capture CO2 and to produce products. And these generate revenues as well for the companies that work with us. And this allows for no more CO2 into the skies. The first market that we're targeting is actually very much in need for change and is asking for change. And if we're able to shift the carbon black market, that actually allows for over 100 million tons of CO2 in savings annually. But this is not the only market. Our whole company is about unlocking what carbon can do, and we see a gigaton potential in CO2 savings. Carbon black is a market, biochar is a market that we're developing now, but there are all sorts of other advanced carbon products that we can develop. Think of carbon nanotubes, carbon fibers, all sorts of cases. We've got an experienced team, and this year we're launching the pilot and scaling up to commercial reality next year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Goes fast, the 3 minutes, doesn't it? Okay, so next up we have the operating system for circular services and products. This is FixFirst. Welcome.
Thank you very much. So, hi everyone, I hope you can hear me well. My name is Sebastian, I'm one of the founders at FixFirst, and we are here to end the throwaway world. We believe the circular future, and as one of the most easiest and quite frankly fastest way, or laziest, is actually repair and product lifetime extension. Most of the emissions are already in our products. We don't have enough time to fix them, and we don't repair and fix enough. But why don't we do this more often? If you look into how companies do repairs today, you know that the consumer is too costly, too expensive, takes forever, and you can't really not really sure if that's the best option. For service providers, so the companies repairing those products, is often really not the best option. They have a lot of alternatives to make better revenues. And for brands like manufacturers and retailers, it's often really struggling to provide the best or the repair service they want to their customers. So what we need is basically an operating system that brings those together. So basically fighting waste with digitization. And that's exactly what we are doing. And the timing couldn't be better for this. So, you know, consumer needs have changed. The right to repair is coming in the EU. Some countries, like in Germany, we are already moving ahead as well. France is super advanced as well. New circular business models. Digitization, I can finally talk to my grandma over a video call. And also a huge skill shortage of trained people who can repair products as well. So the way we tackle this challenge is by basically, enabling the industry with digital tools, and we are focusing on a software solution for those repair companies. So any repair refurbishment business can use our software to run their business. We make it easy for brands to launch, scale, and innovate any circular services. We give them a platform, but also the service network as a service. And we make it easy for you as consumers to actually find a repair service and more along the way. And this is a bit how it looks like. So this is our software for service providers that helps them run the whole process. For brands, they have all the insights on products that are being repaired. They can manage the service partner performance and quality as well. And for consumers, we built a circular action page where you can take actions, you can pledge to fix a product as well, and you can find repair services on the page as well. And we are also going to be launching an app that helps you also pick up and deliver any repairs to you as well. We have now over 10,000 partners in Germany and Austria in different product categories, from fashion to electronics and also furniture, and has been doing a bunch of pilots or projects with major brands like Miele or Euronics as well. We do take a subscription fee, and for the service companies, so it's a B2B SaaS model, and we want to become the first European circular tech unicorn in Europe. And the market is huge, leaves a lot of potential for positioning as well. And we have the right team for making that happen. So what that drives us is really to accelerate circularity and to create a world where fixing products comes first. And we are already backed by an amazing crowd of mentors, advisors, and investors, and a bunch of cool startups program who help us getting there. So that's it from our side. Thank you very much. We are looking for corporate partners and investors, and please sign our pledge to fix.
Awesome. Thank you. The first European circular tech unicorn. We hope so too. Okay, so next up, the fourth solution, selling reusable notebooks made of stone paper. This is MOYU. Welcome to the stage. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. We live in the age of digitalization, the 21st century, but still, more than 50% of office workers still like to physically write on paper notebooks, just like the jury and like me. But this is a problem, because it comes at a cost for the planet. It's a problem because the paper industry is 3 times more polluting than the airline industry. It's a problem because per minute, to produce paper, we cut down 30 football fields of forest. And it's a problem because we're cutting down trees, a raw material that stores CO2, to produce something we only use once. But don't get too depressed, because it's a problem that doesn't need to be a problem. Because we, MOYU, a startup from Amsterdam, have the solution. Notebooks made of stone. No trees, no water, no chemicals. And that's not all. Our notebooks are erasable, they're rewritable, and they're reusable, making our notebooks last more than 3 years. And at the end of our notebook's life, our stone paper is fully repurposable to create into new stone paper. So how does a product work? It's quite simple. You write, you scan, you erase, and you repeat. And the writing experience is the same or even smoother as the paper we all know. Our business partners in the Netherlands, like Deloitte, Santander, and Danone, love it. They use our notebooks to cut paper waste in their offices or for branding purposes in the form of circular goodies, such for events and for partners. But most importantly, they save trees, water, and 70% CO2 emissions. At MOYU, it is our goal to make stone paper notebooks the standard within all companies. We're growing like a tree on steroids in the Netherlands and have thus recently started expanding into France. Right here in Paris at the Change Now Summit, we're looking for business pioneers like KPMG and LVMH to say no to paper waste and dare to make the switch to stone paper notebooks. In the past 3 minutes, during this pitch, 90 football fields of forest have been cut down to feed the paper industry. You guys, every single one of you working in a business, can be part of the solution, part of our mission, part of positive change. It's easy. Come try out our MOYU magic underneath the big planet Earth over there after this pitch session to try it out and request a free trial of our notebooks for your business. Be the change in your company now. Thank you.
Thank you. Very compelling and powerful pitch. Okay, so the last one in this round, we have a venture that is revolutionizing the packaging industry with a zero glass solution. Let's give the same warm energy for the last one that we gave to the first one and not lose any of that. It's Green Gen Technologies. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm James from Green Gen Technologies, and we are into plant-based bottles. We currently have to have separation between the bottle and its content, which is still in rPET. This has changed on the demand of LVMH, and they are accelerating us so that this bottle could have, they had 2 requests. The first request was that we ought to be recyclable, and we are recyclable now, which has changed. And they wanted a price below €3, and we are at €3, and we will go down to 1.5 euros. So we have a very low carbon footprint and an extremely light bottle, 80 grams. Okay, you could drop it from the top of the Eiffel Tower and it wouldn't break. Okay, that's grass, and it's not as high as the Eiffel Tower, of course. And our target is to produce 30 million bottles, and 30 million bottles is only 0.85% of the numbers of glass bottles used by the industry, the wine and spirit industry in France. And it's as you can see on the left, it's 72 billion bottles that are produced for the wine and spirit industry throughout the world. So we have 2 applications. One is the Green Gen bottle, the one I just dropped, or the one which is here. And it's made with long fibers. And we also use short fibers. And we've released a month ago this first 100% French-made 100% recyclable and 100% bio-based water bottle. So that this is what we produce, and so it's working. So the way we are organizing production, we have a first customer is a cognac house, which showed the bottle in Provine last week. I mean, actually this week, on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And we have a first beta factory, a test factory, to produce 50,000 bottles. And next year we would produce between 500 and 1 million bottles. And we should be moving to 2027, but probably earlier, to 30 million bottles. Okay? And the final factory will match the government request to be autonomous in terms of energy. So we should receive very serious grants. So these are the figures. We are just raising 700k euros at this very moment. I have to say that it's been closed in 10 days, so it's been extremely efficient. We will request 500k euros as loans early January, and we will be looking for 6 to 8 million euros to be able to build the final factory. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Brilliant product. Stay where you are. Okay. Thank you. And if we could invite the other ventures back to the stage. Then we're going to have a really short, sharp Q&A, question and answers. And if we could make sure that we have one question for each of the ventures, please, so you won't all get the chance to ask, but you'll have another round after. Okay.
But is it a question per... Like
one question for each venture. Okay. But just one from you, then moving on. Yeah.
Okay. So, for MOYU, for example, to start, I think it's interesting for notebook, but what can be the other application in the paper industry? Because I don't think that the most important volume in the paper industry is due to notebook.
The microphone, please.
Yeah, good question. We are here to replace notebooks. However, there is stone paper that is also not erasable, that can be used for printing. However, there is no stone paper factory yet that, or a printer that can do that to make it reusable as well. So there's a huge future, I think, for stone paper in general. However, that's not what MOYU does. MOYU just does the notebooks, which there's also a huge amount of. So I think we're still making an impact. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. Next jury member and next venture, please.
Yeah, a question to Jean Bouteille. We'd like to know are you already working, or what could be the little twist, if not already existing, to make your product, your service, very luxurious? Are you working on it, or do you have something in mind? Or?
This is something very important for some of our clients, like L'Occitane en Provence, who want premiumization of the selling. And this is merchandising. This is how you dress your dispenser, how you create some wood infrastructure or some material infrastructure that make it luxurious. We tend to standardize things, but merchandising open a list of possibilities to go to the luxurious market, and definitely skincare and luxurious product are a key to make things change from a door that is easy to handle.
Okay, thank you.
That's a question for Aeroborn. You mentioned that the carbon black is produced through burning crude oil, which is very impacting the environment. You said also that you've got a patent now, so maybe you can give us a little bit more information about the industrial process to turn the carbon which is capped into black carbon, and how it can improve the environmental footprint of the process.
Well, as you said, conventionally carbon black is made by burning crude oil that emits a lot of CO2, and we have an electrochemical process where we take in flue gases and we run it through our reactor. And the reactor has two chambers. It separates the CO2 from any other things that are in the flue gas. And the second chamber actually separates the CO2 into C and O2. And the key in our technology is that we have developed an architecture within our technology that allows for the tweaking of the characterization of the CO2. So this allows for a process that is carbon negative, because we eat CO2 instead of emitting CO2, whereas the other process eats oil and emits the CO2. So we're very carbon negative. As a base, in terms of energy requirements, we're also lower in terms of energy requirements than a conventional process. So we're a perfect replacement for the current industry.
Thank you.
Yes, I would have a question for FixFirst. Thank you very much for the presentation. It was very interesting, and I really love this kind of model. My question is about the competition. How do you differentiate from your competition? And for example, a Grover, which is kind of leader, on this industry. So how do you differentiate? Sorry.
So other than Grover, we are just mostly focusing on the B2B side. So you can think of us more like what Shopify does for e-commerce to enable other local businesses to sell online. We enable all local businesses to collaborate with bigger brands and to digitize their businesses and ready for the circular economy.
Okay, thank you.
A question for Green Gen Techno. So do you have some problem of taste with your bottle? And even after, 10 years or 20 years with wine inside, I'm French, so...
Thank you for this very interesting question. I wouldn't recommend this bottle to keep wines for 10, 20 or 30 years. I think glass is unbeatable. It's very bad about carbon footprint, of course, but to keep wine, it's the best solution. We have, because there's no other solution at the moment, we have rPET, which is 100% recycled inside the bottle, and this has been proving for years, decades actually, that it can contain spirits and wines without any taste changing. And we very much hope to be able to get rid of this PET, which would be the next step. And this is a huge thing we are working on. And we are gathering several companies, one hopefully in the wine and spirit industry, one in the beer industry, one in the cosmetic industry, to gather and be able to work out this new system, which is crafting molecules inside actually paper, cardboard, or any material like this one.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to come to you for the first question in the next round. Are you suggesting that the French drink a lot of wine? Or? Okay, right, brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone. We're ready for the next round of pitches. I'm going to invite you to the side. Thank you. Okay, so next up, we have 4 more solutions. The first one, bringing healable and sustainable composite materials on the market. This is CompPair Technologies. Welcome, the floor is yours. Big, warm welcome.
Great, thank you very much, and good afternoon to everyone. At CompPair, we are on a mission to help manufacturers, consumers, and the planet. And I like to start with the fact that human beings, like you or me, are able to live for 80 years. But most of the products that we use every day last only a few years. This is a paradox now. And for us, that's exactly how it started, being inspired by nature to extend specifically the lifetime of composites application. So when I speak about composites, I'm speaking about glass, carbon, or natural fibers embedded in a resin to create structural and lightweight components, typically used into sports, marine, wind, or aerospace industries. Those materials are used because they are lightweight, they are highly resistant, but there are small cracks into the structures that grow more and more until catastrophic failure. And this is a global problem because either people start to repair such kind of damage, and this costs $22 billion per year, but for many applications, people just replace parts, generating a very high amount of unrecycled waste. So this raises big questions of lifetime management as well as sustainability. And with CompPair, we are bringing the solution to reduce maintenance costs while having a positive impact on the environment. Our solution is glass and carbon fiber textiles that are pre-impregnated with our innovative chemistry. We sell those to part manufacturers and OEMs, for example, a shipyard, a wind blade turbine producer, for them to manufacture full composite parts with new functionalities, an efficient and ultra-fast repair, as well as an efficient recycling, and all that while keeping standard specifications. The beauty of this technology is that we can extend our product portfolio to best meet the market needs, and with CompPair we can touch the entire composites industry. However, we need to focus, and that's why we're focusing right now onto the sports and leisure industries, but targeting with first projects into the marine, the wind and the space industry. And we are focusing as well to bring also recycled fibers as well as natural fibers into the portfolio. Our vision at CompPair is to provide full circularity to the composites industry by allowing an efficient repair as well as an efficient recycling. Such circular economy model has demonstrated the potential to save up to 50% of composite resources, save megatons of CO2 emissions, and is totally in line with the UN SDGs. My name is Amael Koad, I'm CEO of CompPair, and together with this incredible CompPair team, we are the perfect combination to succeed and make a large impact with this technology onto the market. We are here to look for our next industrial partnerships, but also because we fundraised last year a 1.3 million euro round to secure the first implementations. We are now working with 20 companies in parallel, and we are looking for the next rounds to scale our sales into the leisure industry, secure our contracts into the wind industry as well as the space industry, and hire the senior talents to make the larger impacts into this industry. So with that, I hope that you will join us on this Impact4 journey, and looking forward to answer your questions right after. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amael. And next up, we have a service which is aiming to make e-commerce zero waste. This is Opopop. Welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte and I'm the co-founder of Opopop. Today I'm going to talk to you about Anna. Anna is an e-commerce buyer and for packaging, and on top of her usual requirements, this year her priority is to go sustainable. You know, consumers are putting more and more pressure on the brand to go more sustainable, and they are annoyed by the amount of waste they received. So Anna is digging into it. And she discovers that each year in France, 1.5 billion packages are sent. In weight, this is the equivalent of 20 Eiffel Towers. And as e-commerce grows, it gets bigger. So she asks her suppliers, and they only have disposable solutions for them. So it's even more waste. I used to be Anna, and I got really frustrated about it because I was buying countless pallets of packages that would be sent by the consumer like 2 minutes after receiving it. This is why we started Opopop. Opopop is a reusable packaging services for e-commerce brand and consumer, and our mission is to make it easier for them to go zero waste. How does it work? So brands are putting the option on their website. Customer can click on it, agrees to a digital deposit system, and then when they receive the order in a reusable packaging, they send it back in any yellow box in France, and we get it back and put it back in the loop. For e-commerce brand, our service is like ready to go. We want to make it easy. So we provide them with reusable packages, with reverse logistics and operation management, with easy deployment with plugin for their websites, and with a great customer experience with follow-up. We also have a very tangible impact because each packaging sent avoid a disposable one to be thrown away. And we have a very effective impact thanks to our digital deposit system. Our packaging are reused, and not only reusable, you know, theoretically, because with our digital deposit system, we have 97% return rate. Right now, we are working with more than 50 e-commerce brands partner in France, and they are from textile to marketplace selling zero waste cosmetics, sorry. And we have very happy customers to that, are really enthusiastic about it. They rate 5-star service, the users, and they say it's really easy. They are only waiting for the option to be available on more websites. So today, if you are a brand, e-commerce, you can come talk to us and be part of this revolution of reusable packaging. If you're a customer, like an e-shopper, you can come to us, give us feedback, or tell us about your favorite brands that you would like to have the option. The future of e-commerce is reusable. We really believe in it, and it's going to be the new normal in a few years. So let's go, Opopop.
Thank you so much, Opopop. And okay, we have 2 more ventures in this round. The next one is a marketplace that transforms waste into resources. This is CYRKL. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here. My name is Cyril, and I would love to today to truly change now, highlight the problem, and also show one of the solutions we might have. Some of you might actually made it last year to the conference COP26 in Glasgow. I was personally quite confused because I was missing dearly one really big topic, which is basically responsible for the half of the CO2 emissions. It's like seeing your favorite movie and see just a half a screen. And the topic I would love to highlight is really the general way of us using materials. Every single year we extract from the planet Earth 100 gigatons of materials. 100 gigatons of materials. And you might be thinking, okay, what to do with it, right? 1/3 actually of all the materials we turn into waste in the very same year. Well, who is to blame? Are consumers here to blame? I don't think so. We actually know from our data at CYRKL that 88% of all these, like a crazy amount of materials, are actually post-industrial. So coming from all the companies we are working for, we are buying things from. So that's why we came 3 years ago with a platform, and actually a waste can turn into a resource. So we today actually have exactly 14,000 companies where actually they just very easy go on the platform. They can actually enroll. They can just very free for a free way use the material, upload the material, and then there's a matchmaking algorithm that actually is looking for the best possible counterparts. So basically, let's say a very concrete key case, IKEA or Skoda Auto or Siemens or Lidl, they just go there, they upload their waste, which might be the plastic, which might be the metals, which might be all kinds of materials, and then we find the best possible solution for it, which is very often recycling, very often upcycling, very often a different way. There's a very easy way of using the things. So basically, you can connect with the counterparts, you can actually agree on the very concrete prices, or you can just go for auctions. What is really important in the waste management industry to really show them a real value of materials, because really the half of the problem we are now facing is that we don't have the information about the real value of materials. What is the business model here? It's a freemium business model, so we grow a lot. Since the January 2020, we grow basically 10 to 15% over the month, and now we are by far the largest recycling platform. You can go to auctions, or you can go directly for a very easy trade-off. And that's the thing now how it works. In 11 countries in Europe, when actually we have beautiful branches, and together 62 people. When there is a real high complexity, we also provide a CYRKL waste scan, which we deliver, and we help companies like IKEA and many more to really understand the value of their resources. And there is a lot to discover. Just in first quarter in our Microsoft BI solution, we saw that we saved quite a lot of CO2, a lot of money. So later on this year, in the end, we are actually fundraising Series A investment about 10 to 12 million euros to actually go with a solution globally. So I'm more than happy to talk more about the CYRKL waste solution. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, then we have one final solution in this round, tackling the problem of packaging waste. This is Good Club. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Thank you very much to the organisers for fitting me in at such late notice. I'm afraid I don't have any slides to show you, and I might have to look at my iPhone a bit. But it's a great opportunity for us to explain a bit more about what we do. So we're here to solve the problem of packaging waste in groceries, principally for packaging food. I guess all of us are aware of the problem, the direct impact on marine life specifically, but there's also wider issues around plastic waste and how it's affecting our own health. But also I think what's not so well understood is the carbon impact of plastic and plastic waste. On current trajectories, it will account for about 3% of the carbon budget in 2050. And that's quite a conservative estimate when you look at how actually plastics might affect the ocean's ability to sequester carbon. So it's also not only a huge environmental opportunity, it's a big market opportunity. That's a 750 billion packaging market in groceries. And I guess there's a bit of work to do on what the solutions are. There isn't just one solution. There is a role for recycling and there's a role for biopackaging. But there are different solutions for different categories and different shopping missions. For us, the barriers are around convenience, availability and cost, but it's also a new habit. So we have to help consumers understand how to shop with reusable packaging. Ultimately, there's a big challenge around value. We need to be able to provide a service that's accessible and affordable for people. And so there's a big onus on us to provide an efficient service. Our strategy has been to work direct with customers. So we have a D2C service. We deliver direct to homes. We collect from homes. The packaging arrives. People are able to decant it into their own packaging. And then we collect it, we clean it, and we refill it, and so the cycle goes on. We've had great results. We've recovered 95% of all the packaging. 35% CO2 emissions are saved, which accounts for 600,000 pieces of plastic we've saved so far, pieces of plastic packaging, and 120,000 kilos of CO2. I guess the insights around what happens in the home, the perception of reuse, and the full process. So we understand now the challenges people have with reusable packaging. They only have a certain amount of space in the home, so when they have a piece of reusable packaging, how do they efficiently get it back to us? How does it not take up too much room in their home? How do they perceive it? Perceptions around the quality of the cleaning, whether it is safe to use reusable cleaning. And from that, we've started to understand the full strategy. So for us, standardization is incredibly important in the packaging. We need to create packaging that's easy to clean, that's easy to fill, that's easy for different brands to use in different categories. And we're building a digital framework around the whole process to ensure that we're as efficient as we can be. As an example, the RFID tracking we have on the pots means that everything that flows through the warehouse from the goods in to the cleaning process doesn't have to be handled at any stage or double handled. So we've cut our costs by 50% in the warehouse since we've gone. I realize I'm out of time there, but we've just started selling to retailers, and now we're starting to help retailers with a platform solution. Sorry, thank you very much.
Thank you. Great. Okay, stay where you are, and I'll invite the other solutions back to the stage. Same flow again, but let's start the questions from this end, please. And one question for each initiative.
Yes. Yeah, one question for Opopop. I would be more than happy to get a flavor of your competition landscape and to know if you are the only one using the digital deposit system.
Yeah, so in France, there are a few solutions operating reusable packaging for e-commerce, I mean, and we are the only one doing a digital deposit system. And for us, it's really important because putting on the market a reusable package is nice, but for it to be really reused, it's better.
Yes, another question for Opopop. The company exists since how many years?
It's been 2 years, but 1.5 years in operation.
Okay, thank you.
One question for CYRKL. Are you in charge of the shipping of waste between the two companies as well?
Not now, it's in the plan. For now, actually, we do the connections. We help them really find the best possible partner, and we are able to also deliver like a contract and something, but the shipping and logistics is in the product plan for the future.
Okay, and now it's a kind of outsourcing?
Yeah, we are actually having a cooperation with third party in the plan, so we will start with the third party cooperation, but logistics is a problem for itself, really. So but it's really an important part of this solution here.
Hi, this is a question for CompPair. Can you give us a little bit more information about the technology behind the healing properties, please?
Yeah, so what we're doing is using, let's say, traditional base systems that we modify the chemistry to enable this healing. And the healing happens at temperature, so we just come with a heat gun, moderate temperature, and we regenerate the part and we recover the properties, therefore extending the lifetime.
Question for you, yeah. I don't really get understand since when you are existing and what are your main markets today?
We've been operating in the UK for 1.5 years.
Okay.
We sell direct to consumer only at the moment. We're just about to start selling in 3 different retailers, online retailers.
Okay, in the UK.
Yeah, and now we're talking to some retailers about helping them internally with their own range of products in reusable packaging.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, brilliant. If we can squeeze one in, maybe, if we can, because some of the questions were very short.
Yeah,
quick one.
So just one for you again.
Yeah.
Which kind of you mentioned standardized packaging? So which kind of material is it?
The material.
Yeah.
So we have been using a standard polypropylene to date, but we're now looking at a biocomposite, which is sort of 30% wood. So it's a renewable material. What it enables us to do, it's obviously a lower carbon. It's less carbon intensive in production, but also we can reuse it as well. Being able to control it at end of life, we can reconstitute it and create new packaging in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to invite you off. Now, please stay where you are also. What's going to happen now is that the jury are going to have a délibération. It's not so difficult, this language. And choose one favorite of these solutions, who will then receive connections to the experts from LVMH Group House. We will also get connections to investors, etc., as part of Change Now. We're going to give them 3 minutes for the délibération. I would love to use this opportunity to also invite you, the audience. I know at big conferences you spend a lot of time listening, to find someone in the audience that you haven't connected with so far, you haven't had the chance to speak to, and give your own deliberation. Which ones did you like? Which projects are you interested to find out more about? We have around 3 minutes for this, jury, and please find someone in the audience. Connect with them. Okay, everyone, the deliberation has a result, and I'd love to pass the microphone now to Alexandre from LVMH to announce who is the winner, while at the same time mentioning that it was a really tough decision and because there were so many really cool ventures. So over to you, Alexandre.
First, would like to congratulate everyone because it's really concrete and operational solution to accelerate the transition through circular economy and the ecological transition. So first, a big thank you to all of them. We have a kind of coup de cœur, which is not the winner, but a kind of coup de cœur, which is MOYU, because we really like this project. I think it's both tackling circular economy, but also fighting deforestation and preserving biodiversity. So congratulations to MOYU. And we would like to test. And the winner is CompPair, the solution CompPair. And why? At LVMH, we are quite, interested in long-lasting product, lifetime quality, and I think your solution is also a way to accelerate this transition to long-lasting product and repair services. So congratulations, and here with you.
Thank you very much.
Prize.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your words. This is true, being in line also with this circular economy strategy, this 3R framework. We are totally in line with that, and we need to make an impact specifically on those industrial applications with heavy industries that need to change their materials and need to change the materials at the base to have the highest impact.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Can't wait to know more and to see how we can collaborate. Thank you.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. That brings this session to a close. Can we take a quick photo? And then we will be... Don't go anywhere because we have one more pitch session in around 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much.